Hey everybody, welcome to Funkle Dean. It's a story time hour, or less, or a lot less. I definitely do apologize I put editing in a bit. So we got some things, ideas, maybe what to do, but we just don't know when we're gonna do it. Hopefully we get it soon. Right now trying to get things worked out between work schedule, time, and money to be able to do these things. But don't worry, definitely got some good content to showcase around here with me actually probably going out to Gatlinburg, checking out Dollywood because we've been missing the theme park life. I was going to put it on Instagram, but I figured it's like, you know what, let me actually put this video up here, tell you a little bit about myself, maybe a story or so about my theme park life. So I worked at Universal Studios as guest services coordinator. And when I was at the Walt Disney World, I was an attraction host. I worked so many attractions, starting off with the Studio Backlot Tour, Star Tours, Magic of Disney Animation, Flight of Passage Star Tours, Jungle Book Alive with Magic, Rivers of Light, Expedition Everest, so many more. Oh, there was a little ship because we got a little Beaker. He's kind of a little moody right now, Boba. I was gonna pick him up, but so for right now, he's calming down, so I really think that may not be a good idea to pick him up. Anyways, I was mentioning for probably about 9 years, or almost 9 years, I worked for the hospitality industry, and I created wonderful memories and magics, and hopefully people out there, because I know I did. I was like working alongside some of the finest people working in the cast members at Walt Disney World and team members working at Universal Studios, and seen a lot, heard a lot, and there's actually still a lot more to come in my new line working at the Hard Rock Casino in Bristol, Virginia. As I love talking to people. There's so many people I remember it was like just meeting and talking with, just waiting in a line. And even through the journey of the day, it's like we become friends connected through social media, which I'm still happy made that connection. And I also love creating magic and create memories for people because I want them to be able to actually come and enjoy, get immersed in the story at the attraction, trying to keep it at least themed to that area. Because as they're coming into Walt Disney, it's like the whole areas that they actually have are themed, and they want people to escape the world as we know, a little break from reality. And I noticed is like there are a lot of, and there's also some definitely people out there that are a little extra, and sometimes they actually trying to bring more. You could see the family members or the party kind of a little embarrassed on how that person behavior, because it's like the one thing is like that there are a lot of people that sometimes don't know. You get more bees with honey than vinegar. It's just as simple because the fact that is like if you come to Disney, you ask for magic, you demand magic, you are not gonna get magic. I'll give you an example. When I worked at Toy Story Midway Mania, we have actually a wheelchair assisted vehicle. Excuse me. Again, it was called the Wave Vehicle, and that's for people that it's a wondrous piece of riding technology and that's one of the beauties I think about Toy Story Midway and Mania, because it's one of the few attractions at the theme parks at Disney World that almost everybody can go on. First, no height requirements. From zero inches, maybe not 25 feet tall. That's kind of a little rough to actually get in the seat because we do have to get you through the tunnel to get in. So there's no height requirement. And that wheelchair assisted vehicle, actually it handles, we can actually lock in people in wheelchairs. So if you actually, depending on the wheelchair, depending on the position, we can get you on. And they're actually some guests that pretty much, and it's actually not too popular. It's not a well used, but it's there for if needed. And sometimes we do get our lines for a lot of people that actually in a wheelchair. And there are some that pretty much it was like, it's like, hey, we ain't got nothing. It was like, you want to go again. It was like, just create the little magic because we could see the joy in their faces. And it was like, we ain't got nobody. It was like, we'll give them another ride. There is sometimes it was like, what? It was like, it all depends on how the day is going. And it was like, we want to create a little extra magic because we wouldn't want to use it too much. Because sometimes it definitely also slows up the dispatch intervals of the rest of the ride, but still we know it's something that vehicles there for needed, so this way everyone get enjoyment. Well, there are actually some guests that pretty much, because this happened once, they think every time they come this should happen. Magic cannot be requested because it's not magic. If it happens because it happens, then that's magic. So there've been times that pretty much as I'll be working that area, it's like, and I'm not the only one that's done it, that where I think it became a policy, an unknown policy for the cast member, that as soon as someone asks for magic, sure, no problem. It was like, but just to let you know, if we do actually have a party, we are gonna have to get you off. Because we got another family coming. So, needless to say, it was like as soon as they left, we sent them. I called down over by the merge and tell them it's like, hey, I need a party of 6. And then when that family comes, we got a family. Or sometimes it actually just, we do get people. I'd guess that pretty much that would. Oh boy, as you can hear some fighting. What are you doing, Boba? Don't mind Boba. Him and Beaker are having a little fight. I can feel your heart race, Boba. All right, hopefully that diffused. He's going back to window watching. I definitely do apologize. Just here in the background, Beaker and Boba have been going at it quite a bit. Back to the story. But one of the things I was like, one of the things I remember as also a guest, I was like, especially when they had a fast pass lane, and guests would actually look at the time. Because the time was pretty much back when you actually had to make reservations for your fast passes. You could do it if you were staying at the park, staying on Walt Disney World Resort. You could do it 2 months before. On the day, I think for an annual pass it was 30 days. For cast members, it was 7 days. But usually with cast members at the attractions, we had no problem getting fast passes. So we have our ways. But the fast pass, they would actually post a wait time, because when you got the reservation time, we'd have a clock to let people know, it's like, hey, this is your window. If you had a fast pass within this time, you have an hour to use it. So we show the actual time. It happened more than once. I'm working in the entrance of the attraction, and guests would look and actually say it was like 2:53. Guests would literally ask me, is it really going to take 2 hours and 53 minutes to go through this ride? And I know I could have said, it was like, no, that's the time. But there's a part of me who wanted to have a learning, but yet fun with it. And thankfully, it was like they got there, and I was like, sir, it's like, can you tell me what time it is? Is because right now, my watch, the battery's dead, so I really can't exactly tell. And all of a sudden, they would look at the watch, and then it would dawn them, and it would dawn. It was like we had a good laugh dealing about with it, in regards with it, because in my it's like, I know you're on vacation. It's Florida. It's hot. Or sometimes the guests would actually look at me and they would tell me, it was like, how long is the line? It's like, probably about 40 feet. It was like, no, the weight. Oh. You didn't say the time-wise. I thought you meant physical length. So I just try to have some fun with the guests. And Beaker, what are you doing up there? Hold on one second. Beaker, calm down, buddy. Beaker's being a little testy. Hope everyone's having a fantastic, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and never ever lose that smile. I love the way it looks. And don't forget, it's like, if you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content. As like, I definitely love hearing all the feedback. And thank you so much for all the people that are here as subscribers for being on my channel. Thank you so much for keeping me on this. And definitely looking forward to actually going out to some of my journeys and showcasing and maybe give a little more tips at the theme parks. And if you have any theme park questions, or actually if you need reference to pretty much it was like who to go to, because I have a couple of some of the YouTube vloggers that definitely are knowledgeable in the area, and they also have awesome channel with awesome content. Definitely check them out. All right, thank you so much and have a great, wonderful day. Love y'all.